Hello, welcome to the show, First Class Financial Media, and I'm your host, Donald Knotts. Let's get right into it, folks. How to get rich quick. Now, I got a few proven methods of how to get rich quick, but I'm going to give you a little bit of dialogue first. You got to be brutal. You have to be completely desensitized of others. It's a dog eat dog world, so you got to be thick skinned. Also, look at giving money away or making donations like giving away parts of your brain. You're not going to live. You're giving away parts of your brain. Trust and believe me. And that is the way it is with money. The rich don't give back. So if you plan on becoming rich, successful, abundant, all these good things of life, don't give nothing. I don't care who it is, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your aunt, uncle, grandmother, grandfathers, all that jazz. Cut everyone loose. Friends, family, it doesn't matter. Religious institutions, allies at work, whatever. Another thing to keep in mind is you're not going to get rich by working. The rich don't work. So what makes you think you're going to be rich and you're going to have a 9 to 5 and go to school and all these things? So no school, no work, forget about it. That's not how you're going to get rich. The path of prosperity does not belong to those who work. No one works harder than a slave. With that in mind, entertainment, dead. Cut that. Cut that out. Entertainment is for mindless people. That's why entertainers get paid so much by corporations. That is to keep others at bay. They don't want competition. Being rich and successful is not because you are combative. No, it's not because you are competent. No, it's not because you're so wise. No, it's because of consistence. It's because of persistence. You have to be someone who just don't give a care. If anyone wants to make a rebuttal about any of the statements that I have, you can reach me. I'll put my information up. So, a few of the ways that can make you rich quick. Enjoy what you do. Enjoy what you do. I don't care if it's dancing. I don't care if it's artistic work. I don't care if it's mechanical things. It doesn't matter. You have to enjoy what you do. That's how you're going to become rich quick. If you're doing things just to get a paycheck, contrary, you're not going to make it. You're not going to be rich. You're not going to be successful. You're not going to be abundant. And take your business serious. Take it seriously. It's like going to war. You have to take it serious. You can't sit there and befriend the enemy, think that everything's okay. No, it's not going to work like that. The only way it's going to operate properly is by being serious. Also, you have to be a good business planner. You have to know how to plan every hour of the day, of the week, of the year for the next 10 years minimum. Now, with that type of foresight, you're able to critique certain events. You have add ons always, but you don't make room for add ons. The thing is, you are to be busy. Being successful is not a destination. Being successful is a path. This is the only path to prosperity. To get rich quick, you got to stay on this path. Market. You have to market. You have to market yourself. You have to market products, goods, services. Be a great marketer. Marketing, promoting, this is the way to success. Focus on the needs of your customers. Now, contrary to me telling you, don't give, don't donate, you as a successful person is always open to donations and receive gratuities. People bring gifts and you want to take advantage of these gifts. You want to receive them. Take them, catalog them, mark up the price, redistribute it for handsome profit. Now, giving, nah, don't do that. With that said, the only way you're going to make money is either inherit it, someone gives it to you, or you got to steal it. So, if you don't have an inheritance, you have to go out, do things, or at least be the middleman, the front man, the forerunner to get things done. And then people give you your. On the other hand, you can go out and steal, rob, murder, all them things. Look, I'm not condoning those type of activities, but it's the truth. You're only going to get rich them three ways, either through inheritance or someone's giving it to you via some type of form of service that you provide. The other one is stealing. That's acquisition, and that's a whole nother chapter that I really don't want to get into because I don't promote that type of behavior. And don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed of promoting yourself. Don't be ashamed of promoting your business, promoting others that support you. Create allies is always a good thing. But promote yourself foremost. Offer personalized services. Personalized services, you can drive up prices on severely high. And no other industry is capable of driving up profits the way personalized services do. And take advantage of current technology. Technology is going to change, so if you're going to school to learn a system or whatever, don't do it. Don't do it. You're going to get yourself in a heap of debt and a heap of trouble. And when you come out with all this fancy paperwork that says you're smart, the technology changed. Just jump right into it. Take advantage of it. Whatever you have, use that. It's sufficient. Whether it's a car, it's a boat, it's a plane, it's a laptop, it's a phone, it's an electronic toothbrush. Take advantage of all these resources. All right. So after promoting your business, what you do, how you do it, the next thing you can do in order to get rich quick is real estate. It's no surprise people who own or control real estate are some of the wealthiest people on the globe. So the better the property is, the better the environment is, the more money you can make. If it's a slumland of a shanty, You're not going to make as much money, but you're going to make more money than the average shanty person who's renting. You're going to make more money than the average homeless shanty person. You understand what I'm telling you? Like, only controlling property is it. That is the it. Investing. Investing by far brings more people out of subjugation, poverty, caste systems than anything. Now, don't get me wrong. Rich, wealthy people, they own a lot of property. But when you get into stocks, bonds, ETFs, mutual funds, when you get into derivatives and Bitcoin and trading currencies, that, my friends, is the pinnacle. Now, this is what collapsed governments. This is what collapsed military budgets. We're talking about big time money now. Stocks, bonds. This principle of becoming successful and rich very quickly. So, understand the markets. Learn your market and invest in trade like no other. Seriously, you're going to become so rich and successful. But there's a flip side to this coin. If you're not really into that type of thing, stick to your guns. You love what you do. If you don't love it, don't do it. Don't do it if you don't love it. Trust me, you're going to get a lot more rich, a lot more successful doing something that you prefer to do than doing something just for the acquisition of money. Now, your time is your most valuable asset and commodity. You cannot trade that for anything in the world. You have to invest your time into that which you love to do the most. If anyone to rebut any of these objectives, you can reach me. I'll put my information up. And I'll get back with you and we'll discuss it. I'm open to suggestions. Designing new products. Designing products like metal shop, wood shop, sculpting, fashion, whatever product you're into, gadgets, widgets, whatever. If that is what you are really into, do it full-heartedly. Mind, soul, the whole bit. Put it all in there. You're going to become rich and successful. You're going to get rich very quickly. Now, this is the key. You are going to get rich quickly. That's the key. All right? Say yes to difficult assignments. If it's difficult for someone else to do and it's easy for yourself, do it. Find your niche. Your niche will give you a competitive advantage, whereas though you're not even competing, but others view it as competition. But really what you're doing is you're creative. Nothing beats the combative spirit more than the creative spirit. Now, competitiveness is a replication. It's a replicatory faction of people's actions. They will do it after someone else created. After you create something one time, you can duplicate it multiple times, a lot, and I mean a lot. You can do it one time 1,000,000 years ago, and it can be replicated to infinity. But you cannot create something infinity. It's impossible. Once it's created, it's created. It only can be replicated after that. If you want to rebut any of my issues that I'm talking about, you can reach me. I put the information up. So here are some necessary steps to buy stock. Got to learn the basics. Figure out your investment goal. Determine your risk tolerance. Find your investment style and strategy. Learn the cost. How to find a broker or advisor. Picking your investments. And keeping your emotions apart. So, first, the basics. All right, what is stock? Look it up, find out. This is your path. This is your journey. Look it up, find out as much as you can about it if you are into stocks. Your investment goals. You got to write it down. You got to be specific. You got to be smart about this. You got to have a real strategy of how you're going to get this money by investing. Determine if you have a high risk tolerance or a low risk tolerance. You know, sometimes high risk yields more, sometimes low risk yields more over the long. So if you're going short, high risk. If you're going long, low risk. Either way, you win. You got to figure out which path best suits you. And you got to figure out how much are you willing to spend. You got to really budget. You got to buckle down, batten down all the hatches, and you have to float your ship or sail. Without a formulated plan, you're not going anywhere fast. And the whole objective of this video is to get you on the path to success to get rich quick. I got some more stuff that I had been doing my homework for you guys, because this is what I do. If you're not familiar with me, you can check me out. If you send me your email, I'll give you links to my videos. All right, products. Now, if you're into like products, you gotta go through the whole thing of develop a product, market your product. Then you have to go through the whole issue of legalization of your product, where your product is needed the most and where your product is valued the most is sometimes different. So you got to know your market. Now, when you're dealing with products, you have different vendors that produce bits of your product. Let's use shampoo, for instance. The chemicals that go into making shampoo, they come from all different various areas, and you might have to go to a chemical plant to get certain things that you need for your ingredients. You might need to go to a herbal market to get certain vitamins and things that you would like to put in there, and maybe you need to go to, I don't know, some type of French perfume factory to get the right smell and you got to get the right color, and you got to get the right texture, so you got to go through a reprocessing phase. It's a lot of things that go into just making shampoo. So you gotta know your business. You really do. No matter what your business is, you have to know it all the way through. As long as you love what you do, it shouldn't be a problem. And always promote. Always promote. Promote it among everyone you see. Like I said before, friends, family, and don't look at people like that any longer. Look at every interaction as a transaction. Either they sold you or you sold them. Now, you have to be brutal. Or you're just going to let people bully you into buying stuff that you don't want. You are to make that decision for yourself. So, every interaction is a transaction. Like I said, when you make this transaction, it's in your benefit. If it's not in your benefit, then you got to go back to the drawing board. Luckily, you're here today. And I tell you, the drawing board is going to tell you promote, 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 endorse your products, your services, endorse what you want. Okay? And that's how you're going to transact. Every interaction will become a deal opposed to some type of failed, miserable interaction that will never exist again. Trust me. So now you have to research your product. Researching your product is like, who will people consider you being competitive against? What is the side effects of your product? What is the benefits of your product? You just got to know your product. Research everything about your product. First, the concept, the research. Then you'll be able to design and develop your product into a brand where people know this is expected of you, and this was not expected of you. So you have to make a clear, defined line in the sand of where you stand. Don't let no one pass it. Every person that come by, every last single one of them, and I can't emphasize this enough, every person will want something from you. Now, it's up to you to make this interaction a transaction of a deal. So, knowing the quality of your product. You got to define what the quality is. It's the quality, the service that renders the product, is the quality, the look of the bottle, is the quality, the information, is the quality in the product itself, is the quality, the distribution, is the quality, the rapport. You know, someone that makes a suggestion and you're right on it. Hey, that shampoo made my hair fall out. You know, so you change the ingredients and people's hair don't fall out no more. So you gotta know like where you stand as far as your quality. Then you gotta go through the breakdown. Now the breakdown is like the various parts of your establishment, who does what. Now, we already know you are to be rich quick. So that means You don't work. Rich people don't work. So you have to recruit various different parts. Now I'm gonna show you how to build competitiveness within your organization, but you yourself are not a competer. You are a creator. So every part of the business, whether it's the chemical plant that makes the various stuff that you need, or it's the herbal store that go out and they gather the herbs for your shampoo, or whether it's the color and the fragrance, you make those people compete within your organization of how to get the best this, how to get the best that. Far as the marketing team, you got to have various marketers, competing to get the best market strategy. Far as the distributors, the same thing. They got to compete. Who's going to get the best? Who's going to get the most? That sort of thing. Then you got to have your customers compete. Wow, isn't that something? Yes, yes. When you are to be rich, quickly, everybody is competing for something through you. Now, it's no business like your business. Now, you might like other products out there, but it's no product like your product. You might like other services out there, but there's no service like your service. So get groomed into believing that what you do is the all be all. And that is what's going to make you tremendously rich, tremendously successful, and abundant. You also got to be a little bit loco, a little bit of a douchebag. You got to be a snob. You got to be all these negative connotations. You got to be arrogant. You just got to do it. The reason why I say you got to do it is because when you look at someone rich and you're poor, is because you have a negative outlook on the rich. So the only way you're going to be able to take this negative outlook and become something that you consider negative and feel positive about it, because it's really psychologically disintegrating you. If you are a poor person and you want to be rich, this is the most crucial step in your life. And this is going to change the complexity of your thought processes. It's going to change your friends. It's going to change where you go, how you think. It's going to change you completely. When people say, hey, he got rich now, he's different. Oh, she's changed. Yes. And the more you change into that what the poor consider wrong and all messed up, is the more you're going to become not like the poor and more like the ones everyone's saying that is awesome, which is, the rich. And just to prove it to you, how many people go home at night and turn on their TV and watch homeless people? Not very many, trust me. A lot of them walk right past them on the way to the train, or got on the bus, or got in a cab, or blew their horn at them and swerved around them. Hey, it is what it is. Most people go home, they turn on the TV and watch somebody that's at least worth something. And the more they're worth, the more viewership they get, believe me. Look at the Oprah Winfrey show. More people's going to watch Oprah than they're going to watch the person no one even knows their name. So stop beating yourself up and doing these exercises of being, mentally bankrupt and being snobbish and arrogant. When you do these things, know that it's not to be bad. It's to be rich. And that's all it is to it. If you're not ready to make this commitment, hey, you can turn off the device you're watching this on, listening on, and go about your happy day. This is for those who want something different. I'm reaching out to those who want to go up in life, not those who okay with mediocrity and okay with subservitudes. No, this is for abundant people. This is people who getting it. This is for people who want it, and they're going to have it, and they're going to give it to those who promote them. See, you got to create allies in this. And this is my card. Once again, put my information up there. Give me a call. Email me. If you have any issues, discussions, if you want to just, go back and forth, it's okay. That's why I put it up there for you, just for that very reason. We're coming to the end of the show, and once again, I'm your host. Thank you all. Goodbye.